Iran and Saudi Arabia have agreed to re-establish relations after years of hostility. The absence of ties between the two countries threatened stability and security in the Gulf and helped fuel conflicts in West Asia from Yemen to Syria. The deal brokered by China was announced after days of previously undisclosed talks in Beijing between top officials from the two nations. As per a statement issued by Iran, Saudi Arabia and China, Tehran and Riyadh agreed to resume diplomatic relations and reopen embassies within 2 months. Saudi Arabia cut ties with Iran in 2016 when its embassy in Tehran was stormed during a dispute over Riyadh's execution of a Shi'ite Muslim cleric. The kingdom had also blamed Iran for missile and drone attacks on its oil facilities in 2019, as well as attacks on tankers in Gulf waters. Iran had denied the charges. In the past, Iran-aligned Houthi movement in Yemen has also allegedly carried out cross-border missile and drone attacks into Saudi Arabia. Friday's agreement, signed by Iran's top security officials and Saudi Arabian National Security Advisor, agreed to reactivate a 2001 Security Cooperation Accord. Iran and Saudi Arabia also agreed to reactivate an earlier pact on trade, economy and investment.
در نهایت به این تصمیم رسیدیم که فصل جدیدی بعد از 7 سال قطعی روابط ما بین ایران و جمهوری اسلامی ایران و عربستان سعودی با رعایت مصالح دو کشور، امنیت منطقه و خیرخواهی برای منطقه و جلوگیری از دخالت‌های بیجای نیروهای فرامنطقه‌ای بلحاظ و همچنین شیطنت‌های مداوم رژیم صهیونیستی در منطقه با هم داشته باشیم.
China's top diplomat Wang Yi described the deal as a victory for dialogue and peace. Wang Yi added that Beijing would continue to play a constructive role in addressing tough global issues. White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby and Saudi Arabia had kept the United States informed about the talks in Beijing. White House welcomed efforts to de-escalate tensions in the West Asia. The U.S., however, remains skeptical if Tehran will meet its obligations.
Welcome any efforts to help end the war in Yemen and de-escalate tensions in the Middle East region. That is one of the reasons why the president, you saw him travel over the summer to have those conversations. De-escalation and diplomacy together with deterrence are key pillars of the policy that President Biden outlined during his visit in July in the region. So again, de-escalation, tensions in the Middle East clearly is a priority, and he welcomes that.
Long-standing strategic ties between Riyadh and Washington have been strained during President Joe Biden's administration. The issues include the kingdom's human rights records, the Yemen war, and recently ties with Russia and OPEC Plus oil production. In contrast, Saudi Arabia's growing ties with China were highlighted by the high-profile visit of President Xi Jinping 3 months ago. Friday's announcement came on the day Xi clinched a third term as China's president amid a host of challenges. Meanwhile, a senior Israeli official said Tel Aviv's bid to normalize ties with Saudi Arabia will not be hurt by Riyadh's rapprochement with Arch for Iran. There has been no official response from the Israeli government on the Chinese brokered restoration of ties. Netanyahu has said he wants full diplomatic ties with Saudi Arabia, expanding on deals reached with the UAE and Bahrain in 2020 under U.S. brokership. Former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett harshly criticized the restoration of ties between Saudi Arabia and Iran. He said it represented the failure of Israeli efforts to create a regional alliance against Tehran and blamed the Netanyahu government. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.